Okay, I just wanted to give some credit because the way this video has come about is from this comment. And I was just so inspired to make a dress inspired by Alice in Wonderland with like a pink twist. And that's exactly what we ended up doing. But first, a cleaning montage. I'm starting on the skirt. I'm making a circle skirt for this particular gown. Now, because I'm using a fitted sheet, I am cutting the corners so that we have a flat piece of fabric to work with. After we've done this, we're going to fold our fabric in 4. And if you're a smart little cookie who can count up to 4, you'll cut all of the corners.
Are you serious? I knew I missed one.
Here I'm smoothing the fabric so that it's a smooth base to work with. Smooth. And now, a brief explanation on how to make a circle skirt. I'm by no means a professional at all. But what you're meant to do is you're meant to take your waist length and you're meant to... Oh, it does not look right. You're meant to take 38 and divide it by 6.28. And that's meant to give you... It's double pi, right? It's meant to give you part of the perimeter. That didn't work for me. I'm gonna give 10 centimeters a go. And I'm pretty much just anchor it and then just drawing a line where 10 is. And then you just join them together. So you have like a rough little half moon. And you're pretty much just gonna do exactly what you did here, except with the longer bit. And I'll show you how I did that. As long as you have a rough outline, you'll have a pretty good circle. I wasn't too fussy with the cut as I knew I would be hemming it at some point. After you've done this, it's highly recommended to dance around your living room as if you were a princess.
Perfect. Circle skirt!
Or a helicopter. Cutting 2 rectangles that'll act as my sleeves later. Now, I did an appalling job at filming what I did for the top. So that blue top you see to the right, I used that to roughly sketch out what size I wanted the top to be. And then I cut about 4 layers of fabric to be my lining and also to be our outer part. I also cut a waistband. Now, I was having a pretty rough week as I'd received some pretty bad news. So if you see any images of me looking like this, or this, just know that I was having not the best of times. But let's not hang around on that too much. Now, I've said it once and I'll say it again, make sure you kick out all small rodents before doing any projects, as they tend to be quite a pain in your behind.
Don't even think about it. You're thinking about it, but I don't like that. You should just stop thinking about it.
Here I'm pinning my lining and the outer part of my skirt together.
Stop.
I'm going to sew these 2 bits together before attaching my waistband, just for some more structure. And voila, le skirt! After your little race with your sewing machine, here you have your skirt. I went ahead and attached the waistband while we were here.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it and then pretty much fold it again like so that all those raw edges are on the inside. I am gonna do it my way, which is pinning like 3 times and then just sending it, but with a circle I have to be a little bit more tedious.
Now, I'm a firm believer that a shower and your makeup makes you feel 10 times better, so I quickly did that before carrying on with our project.
My needle just dropped out of the abyss. Oh, I got it. Is it broken? Is it a broken needle? Oh no, it's still fine.
After that little disaster, I finished the skirt. I ended up sewing the back of the skirt together, and I added a zipper that I stole from a pair of old jeans.
Best skirt I've made thus far, and it's a skirt.
Hello, it is a Thursday. Usually I would have completed it by now, but I'm quite behind. So it's like almost 6:30, but there's a few things I have to do because I do have work tomorrow. I need to shower. I need to do like a quick house clean. There's a basket of laundry that I need to like sort out. Then we can finish the top. Here we're just going to add the side panels to the front of our top. The idea is to have both an inside layer and an outside layer so that when we sew it all together, there will be no raw edges sticking out. And there we have our 2 layers. Here you can see me cutting out the elastic from an old project's fitted sheet. This actually took me so long that my camera died. I went ahead and used this elastic to thread it through my sleeves. I also went ahead and attached the front and the lining part of our corset top and flipped it right side out.
We have sleeves.
Here I'm showing you a piece of fabric that I didn't even end up using. I was going to use this fabric to lace up the back of our corset, but I ended up using a piece of string. However, I did use one of these straps as the like loopy parts on our corset. I feel like we've used the cast down a little bit too much. Here I'm showing you that I sewed one of the sides closed. I went ahead and flipped it right side out. And here we have a awful explanation of what we just did. Because this worked way, way better than whatever the frickety-frackety I was doing last time, what you're going to do is you're going to sew one end, you're going to get your seam ripper, and you're going to like shove it in. Like that. And I'll show you how quick it is. Although this is sped up, it was a lot faster than whatever I'd been doing before. And there we have a right side out strap.
That was so quick.
I trimmed the ends off of our corset because I wanted to use it to attach our loops to. I have no idea how to explain what I do here. All I would recommend you do is just watch carefully, I suppose, or watch someone else's video. That's how I attach those little loopy bits. Now I'm sewing our little loopy bits onto our corset top. Now my machine did at one point run out of thread, so you do see me kind of kerfuffling around with it. Also, this was just hard in general to do. For some reason my machine doesn't like a bunch of fabric being pushed through, so yeah, I had to redo this a few times. I also wasn't really happy with the shape of the corset, so I ended up tracing a corset onto my corset and then sewing it, kind of taking it in a bit. And there we have it, a corset dress that is somewhat inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Honestly, I'm happy with this, but it's definitely not our best project. Also, if you have any plans to stick around, I recommend you subscribe. Maybe like, comment. That would be great.
Almost fell.